Is it smart for the Packers to be thinking about life post Aaron Rodgers with this upcoming draft?
Of course it is. Of course it's smart. With any upcoming draft, if it were last season, if it were this year's draft, yes, this is the way of the league. This is the way of your future. And this is how you solidify your future. It's no slap in the face or them saying that Aaron Rodgers is falling off or he's not our guy. This is just giving them an opportunity to get someone in-house, if they so choose to, while Aaron Rodgers is there, so that they could learn, whoever that individual is that they choose to select, could see how winning is translated to the football field, to see how preparation gets put in, to see how you work, and to ultimately to sponge off of one of the National Football League's best to ever do it. So yes, you would want to get a guy in so that they could experience all of these things, and you could prepare for life after Aaron Rodgers when he decides to hang it up or when he decides to move on. So this is not one of those questions where it's like, should the light? Yes, it's no question. They should. We've seen them without Aaron Rodgers at the helm, and it does not look good when they've had their backups in. So if they can plan and get a guy of their liking and their choice selection to back up Aaron Rodgers now and then step in when the time is right, perfect situation, perfect scenario.
Nick, I don't know what the Packers are thinking about. I think this is the most insane quote we've read from the entire draft. Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback. The future is now. It's a sunny day at the beach, and the Packers GM is inside online shopping for raincoats. Dude, go outside. Enjoy the beach. This is what you've been waiting for. It's a beautiful day. You've got Aaron Rodgers. You've got the 30th pick, the 62nd pick, the 94th pick, and 136. You need offensive tackle. You need a wide receiver. The only quarterback that you should think about drafting is if there's a Julian Edelman type quarterback who's actually a wide receiver. There's no way you should be considering backing up Aaron Rodgers, who's under contract till 2023. The future's now. Please draft someone to help Aaron Rodgers, not Aaron Rodgers' replacement. I'm going to get fired up, Nick.
Wildes, I 1,000% agree with you. Here are the numbers the Packers should be considering when it comes to this draft. 74. That's the number of points they gave up in 2 games against the San Francisco 49ers. 13. That's the number of sacks and fumbles Aaron Rodgers suffered in the 2 games against the 49ers. The Packers were 14-2 last year against the entire NFL, not named San Francisco. They were 0-2 in their 2 biggest games of the year against San Francisco. The Niners are going to be right back. I understand they traded away DeForest Buckner, but aside from that, basically everybody's back, and you have to anticipate the Niners actually should be healthier next year than they were this year, where they had some bad injury luck. If you're Green Bay, it is all about right now. You were 13-3 and in the NFC Championship game. You would have been hosting that game if you could have beaten the Niners in the regular season. You would have gone to the Super Bowl if you could have beaten the Niners in the postseason. That's what you've got to focus on. You hit lightning in a bottle once when you, at late in the first round, got Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to do that again. So I'm surprised by your answer, Greg, and I want to throw it back to you. Put yourself on that team. Say you are a veteran receiver. Aaron Rodgers is 36 years old. You know how close you were last year. Greg Jennings, if you're on the Packers and they draft someone who the hope is doesn't play a down this year, and you're a veteran player on that team, what is your reaction if that were to happen?
I'm probably looking like, what are we doing? But here's the thing, Nick. It's not just about when they would draft it, or I'm sorry, it's not just will they draft him in the first round or second round. It's just, should they be playing in the future of replacing Aaron Rodgers? Yes, every team does that. Now, whether they decide to do it, that's another thing. Do they have other positions that they need to address before considering that? Of course. I think we all can agree to that. We see that. They are solidified at the quarterback position. They are solidified at the number 1 wide receiver position. They're solidified at a corner to both cornerback positions and one of the safety positions. They need another safety. They need linebackers. They need offensive line. Like they need I shouldn't say they need so many pieces. They need crucial, impactful pieces that can help them get over the hump right now. And a quarterback being selected does not do that for you, but it plans for your future to move on if you decide to move on from Aaron Rodgers 3, 4, or 5 years from now, or whenever he decides to walk off into the sunset. However, if I am on that team, as I will answer your question, no, why are we drafting a quarterback that's going to back up Aaron Rodgers in the first round? That's just not smart. That's not allowing us to win. But I would understand it if I'm on the executive side planning for the future.
But Nick, let me ask you a question. Aaron Rodgers is 36. He's been, for the most part, battling injuries the last couple of years, some of them season-ending injuries. Realistically, how many more years does he have left him, do you think?
Well, every quarterback in NFL history, other than Brady and Breeze, we would say he's got 2-3 years maximum left. Now, the question is, are Brady and Breeze outliers, or are they the start of a new trend with increased, technology as far as health and fitness with the change of the rules, or quarterback's going to start playing a lot longer? But I guess, Wildes, my point would be, I don't care how many years Aaron Rodgers has left if I'm the Packers, as long as I still have him. It reminds me of the old Bill Polian quote, which was, I think it was Bill Polian, it was someone with the Colts, I'm pretty sure it was Polian, when they were asked about why they don't do more practice with their backup quarterback. So in case Peyton Manning gets hurt, they have some reps. And he says, because if Peyton gets hurt, we're bleeped and we don't practice bleeped. If Rodgers is gone, then you're screwed. So instead of planning for a contingency that will almost assuredly be, Wildes, one less, with a smaller championship window than one you have right now, maximize Rodgers' window, which means give him some help, either on either side of the football, someone that you expect to play 500 snaps this year instead of someone you expect to play 0.
I totally agree. Wide receiver at number 30, Jenna, that's what the Packers should do.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.